Hello everybody, it's Halloween 2012, so it's a bit of a rainy day, so we can't give you too much of a preview. Don't want to head out there to the yard and show the graveyard too much because it's going to get me wet. But there's not a whole lot of new stuff out there this year. The big spider web, which you can kind of see in front of us here, which is the 50-foot web going up to the second floor of the house, is still there with a couple things, couple spider and a skeleton in it. The big pirate sail made out of 2 king-size sheets is still there on the flagpole, and we're going to start projecting Hallowindow 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 onto that later on this week probably, so probably around the 26th, 27th of October, just to give a little bit of a preview to folks. We've moved things around a little bit in the graveyard out front, but we haven't added too many things, although we did add, we put a barrel out there, and a skeleton that we got from Costco is sitting there having a drink. We've got a couple new heads out there. We've still got our ever popular head on a spit there, running off a 12-volt motor. And when it's not raining, we have a little flame, one of those fake the flame things underneath him, so he roasts leading up to Halloween. We've still got our demon dog and our cat and the rat-cat mixture. There's ongoing debate over whether that's a rat or a cat or what it is exactly, but it's nice and spooky. Here you can see the captain steering his ship again, and we have a shelter out there this year so that our rosemary prop from Spirit Halloween can stay out for most of the year, and the kids will trigger him as they go by. We've still got our ship facade out, and on Halloween night we put a nice big flame in behind that. And we've still got my homemade coffin, which is about 8 feet tall and works quite well for having folks stand inside of it if you want. So Halloween this year, we're putting up a plywood barrier right here on a bit of an angle at the front door, so folks don't continually walk in the exit, essentially, of our little haunt. All right. So as you come in on this side, this post here, this pier post, made out of a big chunk of log, is going to go outside the doorway there, so to direct traffic so that they're not touching that too much. And we've got some rope there, which is slack right now, which will kind of direct them around the keyboard, which has a 12-volt wiper motor underneath it and plays itself. So, all right, so now we're back. A little bit of Windows Movie Maker magic. Kind of spliced that together so you didn't notice me getting down on my hands and knees and plugging that guy in. So we do have quite a few UV bulbs, and we've got clear white paint that we've put on the crab and the hand and the foot that are on there, as well as the eyes of the skeleton and his teeth. So it's green UV paint, and his teeth are white. The blood on this guy here is red UV paint, so that all glows. We've got some of the PVC candles there, and lots of treasure in the various chests, just to kind of prop it up. And then underneath here, we've got a couple of rats that are fighting over some bones and some intestines. You can see up top here, there's 2, 4 fluorescent bulbs. We've got a 100-watt fluorescent or UV bulb there, another 100-watt there, and then 2 more on the other side of the garage over here. So we end up with 4 40-inch or 48-inch, I can't remember which they are. Anyway, they're up in the rafters. UV bulbs there, giving this all a really nice glow. So then there's the second post right over here, and then the third one over there, which kind of directs them and keeps them away from the brand new pièce de résistance prop, the expensive one, which is the Ghost Bus Live on top of the organ, which is an actual organ. And one of these years, if I get around to it, I'll actually play some music through, record it, because it'll play it back for you if you want some spooky music. We've got just a little table set up in front of it, in part to create some distance between the ghost bus, but it's also got a Fright Prop shock mat on here, and we're going to put a sign on there, something along the lines of, you know, place your hand here for a shocking revelation, and if you dare, and then we'll shock the kids with the shock mat if they like, and just to give them something else to do while they're watching the ghost bust here. Now he's not going to show up perfectly in the with the bright lights on, so let's change the face to the one that's a little bit easier to see. There, you can see him there, and of course we can loop him if we want through all the different routines.
To our humble haunted mansion. Make yourselves at home while I recount the legend of this home for ghosts, zombies, and spirits.
So he's got 10 different things that he does and says, 3 different faces that he's got.
Betrayed by my own crew and mates.
Projectors in the ceiling, and then he's just right there.
Do you dumbness? I've been through worse than this.
We did get the control freak for him this year, but we don't have time to get that all quite hooked up. So over here we've got some snakes and some bats and another cocoon hanging to go with the sort of spidery death theme or whatever, just general Halloween kind of stuff. So after they're done watching that guy, they come around here. We've divided the garage using some tarps with some blood on them and a camo tarp that are suspended from the ceiling. They'll come around here and they'll pick up their treats at that table, but for the big kids, we've got an extra surprise for them yet. So we've got one of the electric firecrackers from Fright Props and a air prop that we put into a barrel here. So we've got that manually triggered here so that we don't scare the little kids too much. Not like the rest of this stuff isn't probably good enough. So we've got some Spirit Halloween stuff here, the little wolf baby and the Dracula baby, lots of skulls, and over here we've got the bubble fogger, and we'll set up a few more extra UV lights because we've got some UV fog fluid and UV bubble fluid. We've managed to find both UV fog and UV bubble liquid. So the bubbles glow as they come out, and then when you pop the fog, that glows a little bit too. And we put a mat down, or a little indoor-outdoor carpet down there, because we found when we were using that last year that the bubble fog, which is really soap after all, makes the floor really slippery for the kids as they exit. And then they'll exit out through here and head back down. So we haven't decided yet if we're going to have somebody jumping out of the coffin or not. But we've got some fake books from Grandin Road, some bottles of witch's brew and blood just from the dollar shop, and yeah, hopefully you enjoy, and hopefully the kids like it on Halloween.